Hey Hero fans, this is Todd, and today we are going to open up this Teela for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is somebody on Lounge Grayskull said the shoulders kept popping off on there. So we're going to see if we can get the same problem that happened with ours, and if we do, we're going to see how to fix it and what we have to do to actually fix it. So let's first do a review of the figure, check her out. Maybe, you know what, I should grab my other Teela so we can compare her with other Teelas in the same line. Hey Godzilla, thanks for joining us. Hey my buddy Custom, thanks for being here. Hey Ronald, I was on the stream the other week when Cobweb and I had him try using the head armor and lower half from the cartoon Teela with this figure. And it looks amazing. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and grab. Oh, there we go. All right, I got my top 11 and my second string figures ready to go. Let's do a sound check. Sounds good. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. So here we have the Turtles of Grayskull. Turtles of Grayskull. Anyway, which a lot of people have been complaining, saying, hey, they're making too many different spin-off lines. Just give us our figures. But you know what? Some of these Turtles of Grayskulls look kind of cool. And I have to admit that if I was in the Turtles as a kid, I would have loved this. Turtles was after my time of playing with action figures when I was younger. So I really don't have a huge thing for Turtles, but they are cool. And you can see in the back here, they show that cool merman that sold out in no time flat, which I would have liked to get him. I mean, he was kind of a cool guy. Both the merman and Mossman, I like those clear figures like that. They're always fun. But man, they just sold out so quick. And then it says there's a comic book included. It shows she has the turtle fits on her back. Other figures in the line. So there we go. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Let's see. As Eternia's heroes mysteriously disappear, the mighty Teela is the planet's last line of defense when she meets four brothers who share her warrior spirit. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! Now armed to the shell, she is more determined than ever to find the lost heroes. That's an interesting storyline. I did a storyline very similar to that one time. They weren't lost. They were just busy doing their own thing. And so I had the Scooby-Doo King come in and solve the mystery of the ghost in Castle Grayskull. That's a really easy way to add characters to a storyline, is to have all the main characters vanish or get lost or go on vacation or go to a dentist appointment or something, right? So pretty common theme there. So let's go ahead and open her up. And of course we have Masters of the Universe and Nickelodeon Turtles, not to be confused with any other brand of turtles that are out there. All right. Now, I originally had no plans of getting this figure at all. Like I said, I got her for one reason and one reason only, just to see if we can duplicate the error of the shoulders and fix it. Let's see who's on here. Hey, Juan Solo. Hey, Charles. Hey, Go Night 321. And yep, my day's going pretty well. So first we got a comic. Now I'm really looking forward to that April figure, even though I'm not a Turtles fan. The April figure just looks so cool. I definitely do want to get that figure. So hoping we actually see her and it doesn't sell out in 3 seconds. So we will see Skeletor, Overlord of Evil. All right, let's see where she comes apart at. Now, these things have always kind of intrigued me because it shows it comes apart at the waist here, but then it has the legs a different color. They should have made this whole section gray and the boots white to show where the separations really are. Really, this is not a disconnect point. But then again, with our new figures, our new Too Bad coming out, they want us to disconnect the legs there, so we'll see how that is. And of course the arms and the head. So maybe this always was made to come apart there. I don't know. Maybe so. I just assume not, but Maybe I've had it wrong this whole time with the directions. All right, we got her out of her packaging. And I really like the green they have on her. It's kind of a cool, nice green. Look at my extra light. Where is my... I put the comic book on top of it. Chink, chink. There we go. And she comes with her. Ooh, oh. There we go. And of course she has a little bit extra weapons here. Extra weapons. So you can see on her wrist she has these cool blade. Let's try that again. On her wrist she has these cool blades. Blades of glory. Oh. And on her wrist she has these cool blades. Shink. There we go. And let's go ahead and talk about articulation, and then we will see what we can do here. So we got ankle articulation. We have our boot cut. We have a single jointed knee. Same thing on the other side. Then her waist turns. And then we have shoulder movement. Ooh, I see what you mean. Look at that. Just popped her. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on here. Okay. And then we have elbow movement there, and then wrist back and forth on this side with a brown gloved hand. And the wrist goes back and forth on this side too. So her shoulders do have a lot of tension in it. You can feel it, the way they made the body. And what it is you can't get the shoulder to go any further down than right there because the plastic starts to ride. And that is what's causing our problem of the premature population. And it does go in all the way, but then right there, snap, snap. All right, so let's go ahead and take off all her accessories and see what lies beneath. What lies beneath the Teela body? Oh, the helmet came off. What? Is that glued on? I could have sworn the helmet was not glued on. No way. I thought on the pictures at Big Bad Toy Store and other places they showed the helmet coming off. No. Okay. It's time to look at Big Bad Toy Store and see. Charles says he likes the silver bracelets. Yes, they are very cool. But I need to check out the Big Bad Toy Store. And let's go. I just bought her, so she should be in my stuff I just purchased. I'll just type it in. Teela. If I spell it right, it would help. E-L-A. Search. There she is. Oh, she's in stock. 20 bucks. Hey, it doesn't show her helmet coming off. That's surprising. I could have sworn I saw that when I was doing the video on her originally. And she looked really weird with her helmet off her face. I have to go back and watch my own video. That's crazy. Okay. Weird. I do not remember that. I could have sworn I saw her helmet come off. You guys tell me in the comments if I'm just going crazy, or did you see that too? Yep, Scooby-Doo and the Mysteries of Grayskull. My youngest son used to love Scooby-Doo, so that's why I made the cool cartoon. It was actually made it in Flash with a bunch of pictures. Not stop motion or anything cool like that, but still relatively cool. Well, this is... Yeah. This arm comes off really easy, watch. Ka-ching. But this arm... Oh, I guess the same thing if you push it hard enough. Now, how do we get this off of there? Oh, there's the hook. Oh, well, that's kind of a cool Teela. It's weird the arms pop off so easy when it's got the same body as the original Teela has. All right, let's have some fun. Now I should have some extra Teela heads somewhere. So it'd be fun to put like a different Teela head on her, some kind of blonde Teela head or something, but we'll just use this one here. There you go. Now, if her tiara was silver, that'd be even cooler yet. But I don't know how I'm feeling about this one. It's kind of interesting. Interesting. She does have the snow on her boots too around it, so it's kind of cool. But I'm not liking the gloved hands with this look, so I would actually swap out the hands. But the skin color is different. Now, they didn't make her skin color that icky pink that we got with the Teela that has the it came with Zor Teela, but still. All right, let's try the armor on. Armor on. Somebody mentioned that. There we go. Okay. Fit. Oh well, we'll just keep it loose. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit very good on her. Not sure what you were saying there in the video then. Cartoon Teela has the same skin tone. Really? Where is my cartoon Teela? And I do have two of them. Oh, okay. There we go. I still have not glued the new Teela back together again yet. She might be sitting somewhere else, waiting to be glued. Let's try She-Ra's head on her. She-Ra. Gaben Z Dynamo head. There we go. Oh, that was tight. I was afraid it was going to break. Now that's interesting. Oh, I kind of like that. As a different character altogether. What do you guys think? Todd's getting old. Those blades will keep falling off. All right. Let's try a different blonde head on here, just to see. Ugh. We'll give her a cartoon head. There we go. It's Anita. Prince Anita. Princess Anita. Here she is. Here's that pink, yucky skin toned one. What is the deal with that? I still don't understand why they made her so pink. Okay, let me keep looking for the cartoon Teela. What is that? It's just a pile of pieces. Okay, let me check in another area. You know what it is? I have all these bins set aside in projects that are in work. I'm guessing I put those two Teelas into a project bin to eventually finish them, but that's not going to happen for a while probably because I set it aside. Once you set it aside, it's like one of those things that just does not happen for a while. But I have to admit though, putting that blonde head on her is pretty cool. I actually really like how that looks. Now, I'd probably swap out the hands, too. We'll give her these pink hands. And they won't be quite so noticeable with just the hands. Pink hands. You must have had your water too hot. Oh, yeah, you can still tell they're pink. Look at the difference against her leg. Oh well. Urgh. That's all I got for now until I find my cartoon Teela and steal her hands. That's a cool looking character. Alright, anyway, let's talk about the shoulders that snap off. That's what we're here for. So, there are some ways to fix this. One way is to obviously tighten this up somehow by adding something on here. So I went and I grabbed some heat shrink tubing. There it is. And I have black here, but I also have clear. And basically, if you were to take and use something like this, it will add just a little bit of thickness on there in order to make it so it won't pop off. So we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a try, man. I gotta find the right size diameter, though. I think this one's too small, too. Yeah. I've got a bunch of really big ones, but I kind of hate to use a big one on there. But we'll go ahead and see how that works. And we'll give it a shot and see what happens. And then afterwards we will take it off if it didn't work too well. A little bit too long. A little bit too long. Ka-chink. There we go. Just right. Let's get our heat gun out. Hopefully I don't blow a fuse, because I got a lot of lights plugged in right now. And we'll see if this makes it too thick or if it makes it just right. This will be interesting to see. There we go. Whew. Man, it's hot. Hot, hot. All right. You know, let it cool down a little bit, then we'll stick it back in and see how it fits, if it actually holds better. Now, if you take a look, there is a slight opening between the two torsos. So it's like it didn't get closed all the way, but that shouldn't affect anything because the actual socket is way deep inside there. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this arm and see if it has the same problem. This arm has a little bit of the same problem, but not quite as much. You can see it has a lot more force on it. Ugh. And you can see the torso does not have the same split like that first one does. So they've changed something. In fact, if you take a look, you can see it's even a little bit different shape, just slightly. Weird. Still a little too hot. Yeah, shaving an armpit probably would work better. But we'll give this a shot first to see what it does, how it responds. Ugh. There we go. And you know what? It still pops out with a little bit of force going on there, but it does take a little bit more force to get it out of there. I'm going to slide this forward just a little bit and have it hang over the edge. I'm going to re-shrink it again on there so it just closes on here a little bit so it doesn't keep sliding on me. Okay, here we go. Ugh, this thing's all tangled between the wires I have hanging down. There we go. You can see now it kind of goes around it. Let me set this down. I put this heat gun down somewhere safe. When I was younger, not a kid, but an adult still, my kids were kids, we had a turtle habitat we were trying to make. And this turtle habitat was not for teenage, but you could feel even this one's looser too. So it's definitely the socket in there is actually a larger socket. Yep, listen to the difference. I'll bring the microphone down a little bit. So, here we go, listen. Here we go, here's the clicking sound. And now, let's take that same arm and stick it in here. So I'm guessing they've upgraded this to a larger hole, probably because people were complaining they were hard to remove and pull off. And now that the hole's bigger and this is the same size, that's our problem. There's your problem. All right. I think that's cooled off enough. Ooh. That is tight. That light is just too caustic. Let me turn that off. There we go. So using that heat shrink tubing really did the trick once I got in the right place. Yeah, that worked really well. By taking and moving it up a little bit, it made a spot where it to close, so it can close on the small part. And that heat shrink tubing is locked in there. Yeah, that's awesome. So, I think that's your best fix, is to take that heat shrink tubing and you're going to cut it. Let's get this arm off. There we go. You're going to cut it in such a way that it's from here and going past the tip a little bit. Then once you have that in there, it's going to actually lock in. This thing's stuck now. It's stuck now, man. But no more falling off for the arms. Hooray! All right, let's put her back to normal. Put on her loincloth. This arm didn't have quite the same issue, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Actually, you know what? I got to pull her back apart. Yeah, even this part's easier to pull off now. They made these also larger. You can see how much easier that is. See, like her, this is not too bad. But I have had a hard time getting them apart before. Where is her green armor? There it is. Green armor. Ugh. Fit. There we go. Oh, I forgot her waistband. And then her shield. Oh, that's cool. They got a handle down here for her to hang on to as a shield. Turtle power. That's a huge sword for Teela. Wow. Or you can stick it on her back. Supposed to go over or under? I guess under. There we go. Turtle power, Teela. All right. So let's just do a quick recap. I'll fix this shoulder too. What the heck? Even though it's not really broken, it's just so you can see how to do it. Get some heat shrink tubing. This, I'm not sure the size. Let's see. It does have some numbers on here. I guess I could measure it. I'll go get my calipers for those that need to know the size, so you can order it on Amazon. Hold on. All right, I got my calipers. The calipers of power. Now, when I bought my heat shrink tubing, I just bought a whole bunch in a set because I use them for all kinds of stuff. But let's take a look here. And in millimeters, it is 6.6, but these just sell them in inches. So quarter-inch heat shrink tubing. Oops. Quarter-inch heat shrink tubing. So that's what I've used. It's the kind that shrinks 50%, I believe. So if you go on Amazon and order quarter-inch, you know what? I'm going to go find some and post a link to make it easy for you to find. And then when you cut it, you want it so that it goes a little bit past the tip here and ends about right there. Oh, that light's just too bright. Ends about right there, leaving a little gap so it can hook back on. So let me go ahead and cut a slice off here. Something like that. And then grab your heat gun. Oh, it just jumped on there. Once it's all heated up, let it cool for a while. Whew, that is hot. And then you're going to slide it back on. And if it works right, the thing will catch right on the heat shrink tubing and make it stick in there really good. That's cool how our belt goes down a little bit in front. I actually like that. I thought it went straight across, but that's pretty cool. Let's look at that. Her arm can go all the way down now and it's not popping out. No more shoulder poppage. Nope, still too hot. Gotta wait a little bit longer. Yep, after it cools, I can eat it. Yeah, the Turtles figures have had pretty high quality. They've been really good. I'm going to take her shell off to give me room to put her arm on. And it feels pretty cool now. I'm going to jam it on in there. Now this side wasn't as bad, so it may have used an old size socket on this side, so I may pull it off. But that's how you would do it. But I'm going to pull it off because I think this side they actually used the old socket on it. Only on the other side they used the new socket. You can see the plastics actually close more on this side too. So this side really didn't need it. But if you got new sockets on both sides, then yes, you're going to need it. Okay, there's somebody out there who's on Lounge Grayskull and your figure has blow-off shoulders. Contact me and I will give you this figure, and then you send me your figure, and then I can have one for customizing, and you can have one with the fixed shoulder. So do it on Lounge Grayskull. It has popping off shoulders. We'll just do a figure swap, and you can have this one here. So that will help you with your problem. So I know it's kind of a pain to go try to find heat shrink tubing and fix it yourself. Now you could use tape or electrical tape or something else, but that's just going to make a mess later on. So, all right, let's check out your guys' final comments. I don't think it's a mold defect because even her waist is loose too. I think they realized the figures are too hard to pull apart, so they made new sockets that are larger, but it looks like these are still the same size. So, because you can see how much harder that is to pull off, and it goes on relatively easy on the other figures. So I think they just retooled the sockets to be looser. But on this figure, I think this is still the old socket and the other ones are still new. So they're grabbing out of the pile of parts to put the sockets in. A little bit of a mixture on mine. Oh, I gotta swap the hands back. I'm not gonna have my pink hands. And you won't have your brown hands. Ugh. Oh, okay, there they are. And just so there's no mistake, I'll just include all of the parts, and you do the same too. All the weapons, everything she came with in the box, so we don't have any confusion on who's sending what. I think this is it, right? Her shield, and her sword. I'll just throw her back in here so she's ready for shipment. And it stinks too. It doesn't matter how many times you try to reorder her, you'd be pretty hard pressed to find one that has two of the old shoulder joints in it. Which means probably all the figures are going to start having the same problem for females. I have both Ram Man variants, not on purpose. Mouse Jaw has been one of my favorite things released this year. Oh yeah. Where is my Mouse Jaw? I know my granddaughter stole it earlier today. There he is. Yeah, B and I... Such a cool guy. It looks like a Macintosh merged with Trapjaw. Oh, I've been Macified. Apple got a hold of me. Especially with the white. Yeah. He is a fun figure. I forgot I got him too. Not too keen on the belt. It's kind of weird, but... Ugh. One is clear, one is light purple. Yes. Thunder Kick Teela. Gotta bring her out. Thunder Kick Teela. Ha 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 ha. Yes. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles definitely need Thunder Kick Teela. She's a must. And she's got a long reach too. If she was a boxer, holy cow. I mean, look at her reach. Ugh. Compared to like She-Ra. See, we're gonna punch each other in the face, for instance. She would hit her face way before she'd hit her face. Look at the difference. And even chest to chest, I'll do that because it's probably easier to gauge. You can see we're like almost a ½ inch away before she hits. Poof. Oh! You can't hit me. You can't touch this. Do 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 do. Can't touch this. All right, that's enough of an MC Hammer. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. And again, that guy, contact me on Facebook and say, hey, I'm the guy that has the broken shoulders issue, and this one's yours. Send me yours, and we'll call it good, man. And I just fixed the one shoulder on this one because this one was already good on the other side. All right, good journey, you guys. And that's it. Bye now.